Alright, SlimmBob here. Time for another... No, it's not a review, it's a top 5 list, this video. And I just realised, I like transferring some of my videos onto my external hard drive. And I noticed I did a top 5 video games of last year, but I didn't do a top 5 films. That were right clever, wasn't it? So yeah, this is my top 5 films of last year. And firstly, to get things right, these are the films that were released in the UK, not the ones that, like, you know, Black Swan, that's not going to be on this list. King's Speech, that's not going to be on this list, because they didn't come out over here in last year, so can't do about that, unfortunately. So yeah, these are the top 5 films which, they're not, like, technically the best, they're just the ones that I enjoyed the most and I got the most out of. So yeah, number 5 is Kick-Ass. God. Now, this film, to me, it's managed what a lot of superhero films have never done. It manages to be funny whilst being gritty. It's like, it's one of those films where you don't know when to laugh, if you know what I mean. Like, it's a comedy, it starts off, it's just a comedy. It's like a piss take of superheroes films. Like, it's basically what superhero movie should have been. And then it kind of turns and becomes, like, darker. Like, really dark. And it's... To me, they nailed it. They fucking nailed it. And when I was watching it, I thought, this is a bit weird for an American film. And it turns out it's a British film. And it's like, oh, get in, fucking British. Every time. So they go, it's always, for the best films, they've always got to come to us Brits, haven't they? Nah, I'm messing. I'm messing. It's great, it's just an underdog story about this kid who just thinks, why aren't there any superheroes in real life? Oh, so that's what he does, he creates Kick-Ass. And he fumbles about and he's crap. And it's just, you can relate to him, and it's just something you gotta see. And the person who plays Hit Girl, I forgot what she's called, Chloe something. She's like 12 in it. She's fucking very good, like really good actress. Yeah, so it's worth seeing just for her, to be honest. Like, you know, the fight scenes she has. And I've heard people moan about the swearing, like, why is a 12-year-old girl saying cunt and things like that? It's like, that's what world we live in these days. We're in an age now where we can get away with just about all, and yeah, I think it's brilliant. That is so believable. And the scene where blooming Big Daddy like beats up them gangsters and destroys that factory, it's just beautiful stuff. So yeah, if you want a great comedy with some pretty serious bit, I don't know, just it's kind of its own thing, Kick-Ass. Go and check it out, you'll love it. So what's my number 4? My number 4, it's not surprise you, is Inception. Only number 4 is, I know, but the reason it's number 4 is because it hurts my brain. You know, when I first watched it, it hurt my brain. And when it came to watching it again on Blu-ray, I were hesitant because I didn't want to experience that again, if you know what I mean. It's a right amazing film when you watch it, but God, it fucks with your mind. It's like Death Note, but that's spread out through a series, so you can kind of take it. Whereas this, it's 2 hours of intense mindfuck, and it's, you know, but the point is, I'm making it sound bad. Now, Inception was an incredible film. It's like the next film by Christopher Nolan, if you know, he's done like Dark Knight, Batman Begins, Prestige, things like that. He's, Christopher Nolan's like the man at the moment, and Inception, he's took it a step further, and he's created this world that's just, in abstract terms, it's just hard to comprehend, but he manages to put it on the screen, and I don't know how he does it. It's like, you know, the special effects and all, like how many times do you see CGI in films and just, Even fucking Avatar, even Avatar, you know the Navi aren't real. You look at them, it's like, yeah, the fucking CGI. Very good CGI, but still CGI. Whereas, you know, in Inception, it all looks real. Like, the bit where the blooming, what do you call it, the road goes like that, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean, if you've seen it, you know. All that looks real. It's like, how the fuck did they do that with zero gravity, you know, where in Hotel, where they're fighting, the gravity keeps changing and stuff. Fucking hell. It's just incredible stuff, Inception. It solidifies Christopher Nolan's status as one of the best modern directors. And Leonardo DiCaprio's rise. Who'd have thought that? Blooming Titanic, everyone was like, fuck that guy's a knobhead. Like, what, 10 years later, everyone loves him. He's stepped up his game right last few years. What a legend. But yeah, Inception, it's fucking... You've got to see it. So what's my number 3? My number 3 is Let Me In. I've already reviewed this film. And if you don't know what it is, Let Me In. She's in it again, you know, the her who plays Hit Girl. She's in it. And basically what it's about this 12-year-old boy, and this girl moves in next door, and it turns out she's a vampire, and it's a love story between the two kids. It's just beautiful cinema. I mean, like, they're very good actors, and I fucking reviewed this film. Just watch that review and you'll see what I mean. It got me emotionally, that's the thing. Inception kinda did a bit, but I think that's what I love in my films. If it gets me emotionally, yeah, it absolutely got me, Let Me In. So, well, it got me so much that I had to buy original and the book. And I have read the book, by the way. It's a good book, a very good book. As far as American remakes go of films, this is probably one of the best you'll ever see. It's so loyal to the original material. You don't cash in at all, it's beautiful cinema from start to finish, so when that comes out, buy it and fucking love that film. So number 2. Yeah, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Oh, I love this film. This is one of those, you either love it or hate it. I fucking love it. The main reason, well, 2 reasons. One, it's Edgar Wright. Edgar Wright is just an absolute fucking genius. I watched Paul the other day. It's, you know, the new Simon Pegg and Nick Frost film. And it weren't the same with all them, because Edgar Wright has this thing where, you know, when he directs, where you get these things where it goes right fast and zooms in like... You know what I mean? He has this right distinctive style of direction, and it's all the way through Scott Pilgrim, and I love how he links back, you know, and every reference he makes will link back to some point in the film, and I've never known anyone do that so well, seriously. It's so good, but obviously the main reason I love it, I'm obsessed with fucking video games, and it is just a big video game, and it represents my lifestyle in a way, like, you know, playing games in a band, not quite getting there. It represents my lifestyle, and you know what I mean, it celebrates it, and it does a great job at that, and just for sonic sound effects as well. And there's some great jokes. It's one of the few films where you watch the trailer and you know the jokes that are in there, they're not the best jokes. You see so many trailers these days where they put, you know, in a comedy, they put the best jokes in trailers, so then you go and see the film and it's like, yeah, I've already fucking seen that joke, and that rest of the film's boring. Whereas this, it was hilarious from start to finish, Scott Pilgrim. So many jokes, right, hidden jokes. It's one of those where you watch it again, and like on your 3rd time you catch little jokes, and it's like, that's why I love Edgar Wright's films. Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead were the same. So yeah, Scott Pilgrim, it's just really amazing. Visual styles, not like it. As an experience, it represents me, and for me, it was my second best film last year. Well, so what's my number one film? Yeah, Toy Story 3. Just, wow. How long's it been? Like, about 13 years or something stupid since Toy Story 1. Well, first one were amazing. It were first, you know, feature-length computer animated film, and still probably one at best. Second one, I don't get why people didn't like it as much. I thought it were amazing. I preferred it to the first one. I thought the first one did a great job of establishing characters, but that's all it really did. Even though it told a great story, still, the second one to me, it just... I enjoyed seeing these characters in ridiculous situations, and I thought I enjoyed the second one more. That might just be me. But the third one, oh god, what an emotional roller coaster! A roller coaster of emotions. The third one. So in the third one, Andy's going to college. He's not what do you call it? He's not a kid anymore. So yeah, the toys think they're going to get thrown away, don't they? And they go to Sunnyside, but it's being ruled by the evil Lotso-hugging bear. So yeah. Yeah, if you don't know what Toy Story is, are you 2 years old? I accept a 2-year-old won't know what Toy Story is. If you have to know it. You can't live the past 20 years and not know what Toy Story is. It's part of our lives. And just to see these characters again on screen, these great amazing characters, and the story finally ending is just, to me, it made my year completely. It was a dream come true to see the toys on screen again. And yeah, the 3D was shit, but I didn't give a shit. I still paid. Well, I've got a unlimited card, so. But it was just so good, so emotional. All you know, at the beginning, they like going through. They have a staff meeting and they talk about the toys that have gone, like Weezy and Bo, and it's like, oh, all them toys have gone. I felt so sad just to know the toys you've grown up with, some of them have gone, and they just treat it like an adult film. Not an adult film, fucking. No, they treat this film as if it's for adults. Like, this wasn't meant for kids. This film, Toy Story 3, was not meant for kids. Kids won't understand. I remember, we went in pictures, there were no kids in the audience. They were all my age. Everyone in the audience were late teens, going on the 20s. There were no younger kids in there at all. And this is a fucking Disney film, a Pixar film, and no children were in the audience. That tells you a lot. That tells you how powerful these characters are. And the story finally ended. If you've not seen it, I'm not going to spoil it if you haven't seen it, but the ending is really emotional. I cried at the end. I bawled at the end. Yeah, I did cry at the end, because they're just geniuses at Pixar. How they can make you feel, you know, that emotional over some fucking computer generated toys. That is pure power, that. And because of that, it's my best film of last year. So yeah, they're my top 5 films of 2010. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your top films were. And obviously yours probably different. So yeah, I'd like to know. Yeah, this is SlimmBob. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.